This is Power Lines, the show that pulls back the curtain on how power really works. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break down who really runs things and how regular people can push back.
Welcome back to Power Lines, the show that pulls back the curtain on how power really works. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie, and today we're asking the question that every frustrated voter eventually screams, could a third party actually win the presidency?
Like, actually win. Not come in a strong third and everyone claps politely.
Exactly, because spoiler alert, it has not happened in over 160 years.
The last third-party candidate to win the White House was Abraham Lincoln in 1860, running as a Republican.
Which is wild, because the Republican Party was the outsider upstart at the time. The two-party system literally reshuffled around them.
So it can happen, just not recently and not easily.
The biggest barrier is something called the Electoral College, where you don't just need votes, you need to win entire states.
Winner take all. You could get 40% of the popular vote nationwide and walk away with almost nothing.
Ross Perot did exactly that in 1992, nearly 19% of the popular vote, 0 electoral votes.
19%. That's 1 in 5 Americans saying neither of these guys, please.
And he still got absolutely shut out of the scoreboard. It's like scoring a ton of points, but only in the wrong game.
There's also ballot access laws which are different in every state, and third parties have to spend enormous energy just getting on the ballot.
While the two major parties are automatically on every ballot everywhere, every single election, built-in home field advantage.
And then there's campaign finance. Major party nominees have fundraising networks built over decades.
Though Citizens United and small dollar online fundraising have changed the math a little, money is less of a total wall than it used to be.
Still a wall, though, just maybe a shorter one.
The other killer is debate access. The Commission on Presidential Debates historically required 15% in national polls to qualify.
15% is really hard to hit when nobody is covering you because you're polling at 15%.
It's a chicken and egg problem wrapped inside a catch-22 wrapped inside a bureaucratic sandwich.
A bureaucratic sandwich? I'm writing that down. But okay, what could change things?
Ranked choice voting is the big one. Instead of one choice, you rank candidates first, second, third.
So you could vote third party without worrying that you're accidentally helping your least favorite major party candidate win?
That fear, called the spoiler effect, is the single biggest reason people don't vote third party even when they want to.
Alaska actually uses ranked choice voting statewide now, and Maine uses it for federal elections. So it's not just a theory.
And approval voting, where you can vote for as many candidates as you like, is used in some cities too.
The rules of the game shape who can win the game. That's kind of the whole point of today.
If you redesign the rules, you might redesign who's even in the race.
There's also the structural thing where third parties often do better at the local and state level first.
Vermont has had independent Bernie Sanders winning elections since the 1980s. He's been doing it for like 40 years.
But he caucuses with the Democrats in the Senate, which sort of shows how gravity pulls everyone toward one of the two poles.
The system rewards coalition building inside the big tents rather than outside them.
So is the answer just no? A third party can't win?
The honest answer is, not under current rules, not without a massive realignment like 1860, and not without either ranked choice voting or a total collapse of one major party.
So basically it would take a rule change, a revolution, or a really catastrophic implosion.
History says one of those three things eventually happens. We just don't know which one or when.
The two-party system feels permanent, but it's actually fragile. It's held together by rules that could be rewritten.
And the fact that roughly 40% of Americans now identify as independent suggests the appetite for something different is very real.
40% is a lot of people who don't feel at home in either party. That's not a fringe, that's a plurality.
The votes might be there, the pathway isn't, and that's the difference between a frustrated majority and an actual electoral coalition.
Which is maybe the most important civics lesson hiding in this whole conversation.
Systems aren't neutral. The rules you set determine the outcomes you get, and changing those rules is itself a political fight.
Which means if you want a third party to win someday, the first battle isn't the election, it's the rule book.
Anyway, we are not saying vote for anyone or don't vote for anyone. We're just saying understand the board before you play.
Know the rules, then decide what you think should change. That's how power actually works.
Thanks for listening, and if this episode made you think even one new thought about how elections are structured, that's a win for us. See you next week on Power Lines.